koma ebunye yenu si ajide nkoji na aga n'iru biko ka anyị gbakọ kịta wee kene Eze-Ana Eze-Ana ga-adị Eze-Ana ugochitubelu nwoke ọma na oraifite ị ga-adị ọdịnala bụ eziokwu ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ ịma na o nwere olu na-eti mkpu na-asị ụmụ Igbo chigharịa ụmụ Igbo chigharịa kwa mbọsị ọ na-eti n'ụtụtụ n'abalị ọ nọ na nkuzi Eze-Ana ugochitubelu onye ọma na oraifite onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'iru Eze-Ana ugochitubelu onye mmanya ji eme ọnụ ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'iru Eze-Ana ugochitubelu onye ọma na oraifite onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'iru Eze-Ana ugochitubelu onye mmanya ji eme ọnụ ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'iru Eze-Ana ga-adị ugochitubelu ga-adị ugochitubelu tempụl ọ ya adị maka na eziokwu anwa chacha ndị ụka erigo anyị front and back ndị oche eri anyị front and back faji asị kala aka ghọrị ụmụ Igbo si anyị rapụ nke anyị na nke fe ka mma bulu Baịbụl bịa akwụkwọ akụkọ mepekwa chọọchị fa okwu n'ụka bịakwa.
Good morning, viewers all over the world. My name is Ogbuefi Eze-Ana ugochitubelu na oraifite. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi deep consultation. Na-alụkwazị ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Bụrụkwazị onye mgbasa ozi na ọdịnala Igbo. Ya nakwazi onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala restoration evangelical mission. So you can call me a priest or an evangelist, I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. No bochita, no gawa nke eziokwu. Today's topic is marriage and the traditional marriage. Yes, marriage and the traditional marriage. You get why we choose this topic today. But before we dive into today's lecture proper, important announcements. If you have viewed us on television outside Africa, please indicate. I would like to know where you are getting us from. If you are getting us from that smart television, Global TV, Amazon, etc., let me know. Also, important announcement is number 2 is remember, this is September 14. It's a great day in the temple. We have 2 celebrations that day. The day for children of the temple under the protection of Eze-Ana and Chabu. I also Nachunda Musu. And they celebrate here that day. It's an annual festival. Then, that day, Ogbuefi Eze-Ana ugochitubelu. So you are all invited, both children of the temple, friends of the temple, and our viewers, followers, supporters all over the world. We are all invited. However, if you are a child of the temple, Echefuna may contribute their annual contribution for this festival. Don't forget. remember to chat me on WhatsApp if you are not on our group, WhatsApp group. Then other friends and well wishers, you are all invited. Very important. Then because also able echefuna na aja anyị na-achụ ọnwa ọbụla nke ọnwa September ka na-aga n'ihu. Because all a monthly ritual, so you can join anywhere you are all over the world. Distance is never a barrier in all our spiritual work in the temple or in our consultation. So you can tap and look up anywhere you are under the sun. So if you are interested, what you will do is to forward your 3 prayer requests. I get them an altar, now go for the then immediate token donation to the account number. Chat them on WhatsApp and one other details we need for you in order to book you. This group ritual, monthly ritual, is for upliftment, breakthrough, and liberation. We have lots of testimonies. This group ritual started almost 3 years ago. By November, it will be exactly 3 years we started it. We have lots of testimonies, but as you all know, we don't share testimonies on social media or showing our altar and rest of them, because you know why? It's not necessary. But I can tell you there is a benefit in group rituals. Yes. So if you are interested, like this morning, I have gone to the temple to make declaration and make declaration upon the lives of those that join us for this month. On the last day of this month, we visit the river with eatable things to offer sacrifices and saraka. All saraka and all. Then we proceed back to the temple, offer sacrifices, and including ram. I can tell you one day to patch, Makanacha, Karirong. Yes. So let's now dive into today's lecture proper. So if you have interest in joining us or you have any question in today's lecture, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837 672. I repeat 0805 7837 672 or 0813 8243 871. I repeat 0813 8243 871. Let's now dive into today's lecture proper. Like I said, marriage is traditional marriage. Now, this is a wake-up call for all Africans, especially Igbos. If you are an Igbo son or daughter, pay attention to this lecture. Believe in me, you will learn something that will liberate you from the bondage of the white people, Europeans. Idea front and back. Who told you that white wedding is superior or holier, as case may be, based on the level of brainwash? That white wedding is superior than traditional marriage. Who told you? Let me tell you, usually we Africans are always involved in this mess. Marriage is marriage. What is marriage? What is the definition of marriage? But we Africans will keep wasting resources without knowing that those resources we are wasting is out of ignorance. I can tell you. What is marriage? Even if you go to dictionary, okay, let me use Bible story to buttress my point. We were told in the book of Luke, where they are talking about Joseph the carpenter. Yes, Joseph the carpenter, the man they presented as foster father of Jesus, and the Mary, the mother. We were told in that book of Luke that Mary, whom relative and well-wishers agreed to be a wife to Joseph the carpenter. You can see it. Whom parents, well-wishers agrees to be a wife to Joseph. Did you see anything concerning your reverend father there? Do you see any approval concerning your priest there? Let's just wake up. Even the Bible says, Old Testament says, he who find a wife findeth a good thing and have received blessing from the God. So the act of looking or searching or find a wife is solely act of man. Chukwu okike, this thing called marriage. Chukwu okike from the book of Genesis, chapter 2, coming down to 4. That particular place in the Bible said, gave account how Adam got married to Eve. We were told that Adam was at a deep sleep, and another woman was molded for him as a wife. When he woke up, he called that woman, the second person, woman, flesh of my flesh and the bone of my bone. He became his wife. But when Adam disobeyed by eating that forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden, we were told, I want to follow that story in the Bible the way it is. We were told that when God asked him, Adam, where are you? Adam now said that he's hiding because he found out that he is naked. The voice now asked him, who told you that you are naked? Did you eat the fruit, the forbidden fruit I asked you not to eat? Look at Adam's response. Adam says, is the woman that you gave me. Now, in essence, Adam is blaming Chukwu for giving him a wife, a woman that misled him. So now, for Adam's mind, he's blaming Chukwu for giving him a wife. So what I can tell you, from that day going forward, Chukwu decided not to give any man a wife. You go and find it yourself. And he said, if you find a good woman for yourself, you have received blessing from God. So, God's work is to bless whenever you find one. Do you know that your parents is God you are seeing? Do you know? Do you know, even in the Bible said that whoever that respects his parents is accumulating wealth for himself. What I can tell you is that onwenu neke, n'Igbo na-atụ onwenu neke, is the parents of that maiden. Is their sole duty to loan you out their daughter in order for you to start a new home with the permission of those that own that maiden. Are you following? There is no, if any reverend is deceiving you that he can wed you without the consent of your parents, is just deceiving you. What the person is talking about is abracadabra. I'll tell you, it's so right of the parents to give out their daughters' hands in marriage. And what you need is blessings of that parent. Do you want me to take you back to Genesis, where Rebecca, Isaac got married to Rebecca? It's the parents that gave out their daughter in marriage and blessed the union. The Reverend Father you are asking to bless the marriage, does he know anything about marriage? Have he experienced marriage to understand what it takes? He can never understand marriage because he has not been into marriage. Because sometimes marriage is not what we think. So what I'm telling you is that Forget about Oyibo man brainwashing you. The thing is that if you really want to get married, go to family, the parents of the maiden you want to marry as a man. Tell them your intention in company with your relatives. Tell them that you want to spend the rest of your life with their daughter. Now, if your intention is approved and the young maiden in question likes you, then she will give her consent that you should proceed. The parents will ask her, and once she approves, then the parents has no option than to bless the union. And that is marriage. So marriage is a union of my man and the woman with the blessing of the parents. And to show you that the parents of the maiden accepted and gave their blessings. That is why they will correct the bride price. The bride price is how much? Bride price is nothing. That is not even enough. Whatever they are collecting in bride price is nothing to compare even the food they will cook that day. Some families nowadays, even in my town, sometimes after paying the bride price, they will return most of the money. Maybe some will even take only 1,000, telling you that they are not selling their daughter. That's why they took that small money from there, is to show that from the bottom of their heart, they gave their daughter's hand in marriage from their heart. So taking that bride price money is just a symbol that from the bottom of their heart, they accepted you as their son-in-law. That is what you need. What you need is the blessing of the parents. That is why whenever you finish the marriage rite of a thing, they will call both of you. And the father or the father of the bride or whomever that is representing him will pray for you people. Shower blessings. Pray that the union will produce Ezeana, children that will eventually still have link to that family. Are you following? That is what you need. What the Reverend Father is doing is abracadabra. Are you following? Yes. What he's doing, let me tell you what church does. Church is just a group of people or society you belong to. And for the fact you believe you belong to that society, you want to receive the blessings. You want to make them know that today you are no longer Mr. You are now Mr. and Mrs. That both of you are now Mr. and Mrs. No longer Chibike and Miss. That is the thing. So for them to welcome you and to pray that the union will be fruitful, and so that you will stand as a full-fledged church member, so that if there is anything full-fledged members do benefit, you benefit them. That is as simple as that. It's like club. Like there is if you belong to any club, and the club says that any married couple in that club stand to benefit so and so. Example, in club, some club will say that if you are married, if they are doing meetings or ending of the year party, whatever, that their married members can come with their wives if you are married, and the club knows that you are married. Automatically, if there is honor that are given to the members, they will also extend that honor to their wife, because you are legally married to their member. Because as a member, if your husband is an honorable, as case may be, depend on the language the club members normally use, automatically you are a wife of an honorable member. Therefore, they will accord with that respect. Are you following? So for that reason, so for you to For the club people to know that you got married, you will get them involved. That's also day that you are getting married. They will say, okay, after the day you come to the meeting, you come with your wife, they will sing, maybe pray, and they do no normal necessary. There are some club that the day they are welcoming your wife in their midst as a wife of a member, maybe they will give the woman a tag. Yes. So that if the club members are going, the wives of the members can as well join. Just that recognition. So it's the same thing that the church people normally do. If see for the fact that you're a member of that particular church, they will and you get them involved, they will do those merriment they will do in order to recognize their wife, so that if there is any honor, whatever they are giving married men, they will give it to you too. That is as simple as that. Because they cannot claim that the one that performed the union, because the Reverend Father cannot join what he doesn't have a stake. He doesn't have any stake in that union because he is not a member of either parties, as in the families involved. So the act of giving out daughters or anything concerning marriage has to do with the relatives of the both families. So know this one and know peace. So stop this attitude of you have done the traditional right. Yes, you have completed the traditional right. Traditional right of getting married is divided into parts. Yes, there is a part of maybe traditional paying the bride price. Yes, the second part is the ebanku. We normally call it emogono. During in this our part of Igbo tradition, we call it emogono. Generally speaking, we call it ebanku wine. In ebanku wine, imego wine is for the immediate and the clan of the lady in question. But traditional marriage extend far to the entire village. Are you following? The mother side, the woman side, and the man side, the bride and the groom side. So that is to extend it to friends and well wishers. You see it? It will be the marriage will be extended to friends and well wishers. Are you following? So that is you have completed it. Then you can have completed the process. Are you following? That is why in Igbo spirituality, in our place, if you got married, remember, getting married to a maiden start from Ekwakanozo till traditional marriage. However, they can divide it into parts. Having done the part one means the family have accepted you and give their daughter's hand in marriage. It's your wife. However, in our own side, if for any reason that woman of yours, that's your wife, died, you cannot bury her. Yes, you cannot bury her without fulfilling the remaining part of the marriage rights. Therefore, you conclude the traditional marriage by bringing those items needed in order to settle the entire village. For the fact that the tragedy has happened, they can actually reduce those items a little. But whether you will fulfill it, you must fulfill it before you now tell them that their daughter is no more. Yes, I got all the to fulfill all the rights. So that this woman in question, having completed all the traditional rites, in the land of the spirit, she will stand as a fully wada. Are you following? So that she will be more among the daughters of that particular village or clan, as case may be, with full chest. Are you following? So it's a traditional right. But I can tell you that after fulfilling this traditional rites, to the extent of you have done with your traditional marriage, who told you that white wedding is period than traditional marriage? Who told you? Is it because the Reverend Father is doing hand like this, saying he blessed the marriage? Are you saying that the marriage of Reverend Father is period than the marriage of the parents and friends and well-wishers, as in the leadership, people that own the woman in question? People that even the woman, when the woman finish living her life on earth, those people will still be the people that will be around to witness her burial. Will the Reverend Father be there? Because he's a different person. You are just doing that to be recognized, because it's like a society. You belong to another group, so you want to fulfill all their rights. That is what it is. So I'm talking to you that you have finished your marriage right, and you are still obsessed with, I want to do the white wedding, and you can even crumble your shop down, waste the money you can use for another thing in order to celebrate the largest white wedding ever. You are fooling yourself. And by this act is what normally makes us to be belittling our tradition. How told you that the white, the wedding system, marriage, white wedding, that is not up to 200 years in Igbo land? So what you are telling me is that their forefathers that existed hundreds and thousands of years, that their marriage is invalid. Is it what you are telling me? You know that Christianity is not up to 200 years in Nigeria. Do you know? Maybe you don't know. You know that Christianity, the Catholic Church, came to Igbo land in 1885. 1885. So there are less than 200 years in Igbo land. So are you saying, because are you saying that your forefathers from the mother side goes down, from the father's side goes down, your ancestors that did not perform or witness those traditional white wedding, that their marriage to their wives then is null and void? Is it what you are telling me? Change. They have removed even their alternator, take away their brain boss. So it means that they are motionless, they are moveless. They no longer think normal again. My message is today for you to come back, to recognize the fact that Igbo spirituality, what made us tick. And Igbo spirituality have our already spirituality method. And Chukwu Okike, in diversity, allow every race. He is Chukwu of every race. And he accepts the way of worship of every race. Like I told you before, Chukwu is one. But there are people who came here to brainwash us by looking down on us. Everything that we do that made us tick, they look them down, thinking, as in positioning themselves as superior being in order to look down on us. My brother, my sister, you don't need to accept that thing. You don't need to allow a foreigner, a white person, to tell you the story or tell you who you are. That is to take away our identity. That is what they did. By so doing, they demonized everything about us, telling us that our own is not it, that is theirs. And by so doing, we are wasting lots of material resources trying to emulate them. We should stop it. Yes, we should stop it. What I can tell you that those systems is what they brought to us. And when they brought those systems, the way they do their own thing, they impose it upon us, telling us that they are ours, which is not true. So, as you are listening to me, appreciate the ways of our forefathers. Their marriage is not superior than ours. That is my point. Some of you normally argue that why you do white wedding is because of certificates. You know, these white people, like I told you in my previous lecture, that they divided themselves into three before coming to Africa. Their intention to Africa is not to help Africans. They are here as business magnates. They divided themselves into three. One group went the Lugard. They went into governance. The second group came as traders, businessmen. The third group came as missionary. But these three groups work one hand in hand. So they began to make their own system superior. The first group, Lord Lugard, people in governance have left Nigeria. But the second group, the business-minded group, yes, are still here. Their interest is their business. That's why some of them still have the Chevron, the Ajib, the F, and rest of them businesses chain all over Africa that still return money back to the country of origin. The third group is still missionaries. The Roman Catholic is here, the Anglicans is here, the Methodists here. There are other foreign churches here. Do you know that Catholics still remit money back to Rome every month? Do you know? Via the diocese. Do you know? You don't know. Because you don't know. So what I'm saying in essence is that they demonize our own system, introduce their own so that they will continue reaping on us. Now, they work in hand with the government and they establish what they call marriage certificate. Now, after performing those marriage certificates in your church, they give you a certificate note for you to fill. Yes, your name, your surname, you got married, so they sign it. That is called marriage certificate they will give you. That certificate. After signing it, they will give you two of you. They give it to the man as the head of the family. Now, I can tell you that some people say they needed that marriage certificate to prove that they are actually husband and wife. That if they are going to embassy, that they make use of it. Okay, let me tell you, what you don't know remains a mystery. One, for marriage certificate, I can tell you that excuses that why you did my white wedding is for marriage certificate. I can tell you that one is null and void. You can get marriage certificate in many ways. You can go to your local government, you marriage tribunal, you get your marriage certificate. Okay. Then two, you can go if you are a member of African traditional marriage, otherwise known as Ghanaian religion. Yes, you can get your marriage certificates. Yes, if you are a member. Then after your marriage, they bless your marriage, give you a marriage certificate. You can take it to embassy. Thirdly, do you know that I have seen some communities that they started giving certificates after their traditional marriage? Do you know? I have seen it. So if your community is not doing it, your community is still lagging behind. It's simple as that. What they normally do is that after doing their traditional marriage to their daughter, they will now give you marriage certificate that they will sign. Their OB, as case may be, will sign it. That is their marriage certificate. You can take it to anywhere, to embassy. So what I can tell you that if they start thinking about is to get certificate about of marriage, your community can actually create certificate. What is difficult for certificate? After creating certificate, you are partner with local government for government to endorse it. Your OB will endorse it. Is legitimate. Are you following? So you should stop all these things that always make us to look foolish. How come they tell you that in their own marriage that have you not seen their marriage? Sometimes you will say their marriage, man and woman, and maybe extra 2 people or 4 people. They wedded their own wedding. And they are now telling you that that kind of marriage is superior than our own traditional marriage, that if you come there, you will see friends and well-wishers and relatives of both people, both couple. So that one they normally do in chapel, or maybe there are few members in the church when they are doing this thing, taking their marriage vow. Is it that one? Is it That one, did you witness larger number of people than traditional marriage? Don't you know that the villagers, the relatives of the woman they want to marry are the people that real owners of that woman that will give you their hand in marriage. And the same day, if they eventually the woman passes on, there are people who will still visit their village, Eze-Ana, to take to do all the marriage rights as the people that own the woman in question. So what I'm telling you is that we Igbos, we should wise up. Stop all this reputation of marriages. Stop this reputation of marriages. Or marriage upon marriage, marriage upon marriage, and by so we are wasting resources, which is not necessary. So what I can tell you is that as long as the land, like I told you, you are not buying the woman. No amount of money you have that you will be able to pay if the parents decided to start calculating the amount they spend on that lady from the time she is still in the womb till when she becomes an adult. You cannot pay. So that's why I'm telling you that what they're actually doing is to loan the lady to you. That is why even if you are marrying the woman, if he's sick, you must inform her people. If eventually she died, you must inform her people. You cannot bury someone's daughter without the consent of the parents. Are you following? To show you that you go what easy. You did not buy her outrightly. They just loan her to you to raise a new family. If you don't know this, know it. Because that's why even when they are burying a woman, they will say, when her people comes in the burial, they will say, the announcement will be ringing, ndị nwe ozu na-abịa. Ndị nwe ozu, ndị nwe mmadụ na-abata akwa. Are you following? To show you that she really help you to raise your own family does not mean that you owe her entirely. All mmadụ nwa were ewu na-ata. Are you following? So what I can tell you today is know this one and know this. Know that what is important is the blessings of the parents of the woman you are marrying. That is what's important. Now, some people will tell you, I know some people are asking questions. What of if the parents of the bride are not in support of that union? My brother, my sister, if the parents of the person they want to marry, either man or woman, as case may be, are not in support, pay attention. Why is it that they are not supporting? Reason with them. Know that there must be a reason why they are kicking against that union. Now listen, because sometimes as youthful exuberance, you will be thinking that you are too wise, because sometimes youths of nowadays will be thinking that they are too wise, forgetting that whatever they are experiencing now, their parents have passed that stage. Yes. So all that can do is to see now. Here what I can do Iroko tree. Cannot even sit. An elder can sit down and be seeing it, because you have seen it all by experiencing in life. So if they say no, listen to them. Don't allow infatuation to carry you, because you will later regret. Yes, I'm talking about out of experience. You will later regret, because there must be a reason why they kick against that marriage on the first onset. Maybe because of comparison, maybe family background, maybe some other things. They know there is some information your parents will know about the family you want to get married to that you don't know. And maybe if they advise you and you refuse, they will let you be. But tomorrow you will regret it. But I can tell you, if you listen to them in humility, engage them one-on-one to know exactly why they are kicking against that union, they will give you their points. And don't allow infatuation to carry you. What you do, analyze it. Pay attention to the persons in question. Yes, that is why even dating is allowed. You will be going closer to the person to know exactly, having given you an avenue where the problem will come from. Look down there. Don't be sentimental. Look down in that direction. Believe in me, with a neutral mind. Don't allow infatuation to carry you. Now look down that side, you will see exactly why they ask you not to go. Believe in me. And if you go out of your own, so be it. Whatever that comes out, you bear it. But I can tell you, if you pay attention, every parent must be looking for the best for their son or their daughter. But we you sometimes we decide to do our own ways. So what I'm telling you is that there must be reason why they kick against. Yes, and if you pay attention, you can see. So what I'm telling you is that I will not advise you to disobey your parents as if their advice did not matter. Instead, take it upon them to reason why they kick against. Make your point. Allow them to make their own point. Two of you will rub minds. Believe in me, if you rub mind with them, it's either you prove them wrong or they prove you wrong. But be neutral, open-minded to accept if logical they make more sense than you. Please support that and listen to them. You need their blessings. I can tell you blessings of the parents are very important in marriage. Many people that have gone against the advice of the parents and enter any marriage forcefully, some of them that rush in, 90% of them rush out. I can tell you. Because what are they going to do? Because the elderly person is advising you based on the experience and what you have. Understand? But you'll be seeing the person in question out of what a term love. But actually, that in a term love might not even be real love. That is infatuation. Because all them in the area, I'm in the area. To know the child of man. So what I'm saying in essence is this: pay attention, convince your parents, and sometimes if you make a valid point, your parents will say, okay, my son or my daughter, you make a valid point. Because of this point you made, I have come to realize that you understand what marriage is all about, and I have understand that you know what you are going into. For that reason, I will bless your union. Yes. Then, because you need their blessing in order to succeed. 90% of marriage they rush into without the parents' blessings normally crash. Yes. And if the woman in question or the man in question understand that you married him or her without the parents' support, will be looking you with one kind eye. He will be looking at you as a disobedient child or daughter. But if the person understands that you are here because you are obedient to your parents, the person will give you some kudos and some respect. But if you rush into that relationship, the person out of stubbornness, the person will be telling you that you are stubborn. You have seen the stubborn. He might not be saying it that time, but within him or her mind, you are already, he or she have started seeing you as a stubborn person. He might not say it in open, but it's recorded in his heart or her heart. So I will advise you to seek for their blessings. If they raise any point, then tell them how you intend to solve that problem. Believe in me, with humility, they will eventually bless you. But once you do they will just wave hand for you. And at the end of the day, because you need the blessings. Yes, you need their blessings. Very important. Let me stop here. So my point today, a take-home point today is understand that foreign marriage, yes, in the church is not speedier than traditional marriage. Not because all the parents of the woman in question, they are the people that will give the blessing, authentic blessings. And two, know also in a traditional marriage, it's very important for you to pay attention and seek for blessings of your parents. You get why? In traditional marriage, do you know that wine they normally drink, this one will drink, give this one will drink, is a covenant of the spirits. Remember, before they will give you that drink, they will first put one, pour it to the ground, to tell the ancestors that today, if your is getting married to children, they carry the ancestors. Remember, your parents that are alive are the representatives of your aunt. ancestors. Do you know? Now, maka na ndị Igbo na-atụ ilu si na onye maara nna ya mara ugbo. So the blessing, pouring of that thing is to get the spirit, your ancestors involved. That if anyone is getting married today, before they will now perform the second act of giving drink to the woman to show the friends and well-wishers whom her husband to be is. Are you following? So pay attention. Don't wise up. Don't allow anybody to deceive you and to make you to spend more money. It's not economic wise. So after traditional marriage, you went to a white wedding, and some have spent so much money that after the white wedding, their business is in serious mess because of lack of fund. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837 672. I repeat 0805 7837 672 or 0813 82 43 871. I repeat 0813 82 43 871. In the name of the Most High, the Creator of the universe, I pray upon the lives of those that follow us, the children of the temple, the friends of the temple, and our fans all over the world. All those people that are telling people about our administration via Ezioku TV and people that are following us via online platforms. May you be blessed. May the fruit, the work of your hands be fruitful. May your labor be blessed. Remain blessed. In the name of the Most High. See you tomorrow. No God want Ezioku.